How's it going, Toons of the World? It is your pal Mega Snoop bringing you another Toontastic video. And in today's video, I just wanted to kind of talk about something. Oh, I know, sue me, right? But apparently there was something that went down last week. It wasn't really big or important or drama or anything like that, but it was just something that happened that I wanted to talk about and share my thoughts and opinions on it. So apparently what happened is last week, this guy was playing Toontown. I guess his name is Anthony. He was looking for a building to do, and he saw a 5-story building with a couple of toons standing in front of it. And so he just took it upon himself to take that building. He just ran in, got into the elevator closed, and the other toons on the outside didn't go in with him. So he basically, in a sense, quote unquote, stole the building from the other toons. And then, like, as he's going into the building, I don't really know what he said, some sort of snarky remark about how he's taking the building, and then halfway through the building, he gets disconnected. And he tries to get back on the game, and it turns out his toon is now banned for a week. And he's like thinking, how is this possible? Did taking a building really do this? Well, yes and no. So I think the biggest controversy around this is the fact that taking a building from another toon shouldn't be a bannable offense. But apparently this toon had enough infractions on it where this last scene of rude behavior is the straw that broke the camel's back. But on top of all that, he stole the building from a Toontown staff member. Like, what did you think was gonna happen? So if you guys don't know, there's a guy, his name is Jacob, however you know him by. He likes to stream Toontown as well every so often, just as his own thing, like not as a staff member, but just as the guy who likes to play the game, okay? So he was streaming the game, and apparently this happened on his stream, where this guy came in and took his building as he was trying to wait for his friends to teleport or whatever. And it's like, you stole a building from a staff member while he was streaming. What did you think was gonna happen? But getting down to the nitty gritty, Jay did tweet about it, saying, Toontown community, would like to remind people building stealing does constitute as rude behavior, could result in an infraction. Which it did. Like I said, it was the straw that broke the camel's back. Jay goes on to say, it appears I'm triggered, I'm not in charge of bans, nor do I give them out, however infractions stack. And regarding my previous tweet, building stealing is enough to receive a verbal warning, nothing more, but like I said, infractions stack. So, as a staff member, he understands kind of how the system works, and he is basically saying that this toon already had some infractions on him, so once it got this other infraction, it was enough to cause a bannable offense. Or is enough to be a bannable offense. So if you want to hear more about it, Tommy made 2 videos about it, one being a half-hour long and the other one being 20 minutes long. So I tried to listen to as much of it as I could, but anyway, it was kind of a funny story. So if you guys want to go check out those videos, I'll link them down in the description. You can go check them out and hear the whole story. But now I wanted to talk about my opinion on it. So basically, the question here is, can you even steal a building? One of the points that was brought up in Tommy's video is the fact that you can't really claim a building just by standing outside of it. Like, that doesn't work. People would stand outside of buildings with the thought bubble full above their head, and I don't know, it just didn't make sense to me. It's like, why do you have to sit there and wait for your friend Timmy, who keeps disconnecting every 5 seconds, so he can get his gags and get to that building in half an hour, when me and my friends are here right now ready to do it? But there's also the idea where, hey, there are other buildings on the street. This person is sitting there because they want to do that building, and you could always just go do another building, you know? It's not that big of a deal. But personally, to me, I feel like there shouldn't be such thing as stealing a building, because whoever's ready to go in the building first, and they are there, and they are in the building, it should be their building, okay? That's just my opinion. You're allowed to think what you want. But as far as it being a bannable offense, if you read the Toontown Terms of Service, it is very vague, and there's a reason for that. Basically, the Toontown Written Terms of Service is written so that any moderator who sees something that they feel is bannable can ban somebody for it, or in the least bit, give an infraction. So yes, you see kids in Vibrant Valley saying swear words and whatnot all the time that never get in trouble and they never get their toons banned for it. And then there's you who could just slightly say the wrong word and accidentally get an infraction. But that's just kind of the way the game works. And Toontown's not the only game that runs that way, guys. You have to understand. You can sit here and complain so much about how unfair the Toontown moderation staff is, but that's really true with most games. They can't see everything. If you do see something that you want and people to get in trouble for, report it. That's why the report button is there, but I digress. If you want my opinion on it, this is what I say. If you want to go do buildings with your friends, make sure you and your friends are all stocked up and gagged up first, and then go look for a building together. That way you're not even going to face this dilemma where you have to wait outside a building and wait for your cousin Timmy to get back on the game because he crashed for the 3rd time this hour. And that way, once you find a building, you can just run inside of it and no one has a chance to quote-unquote steal it from you. Again, in my personal opinion, if you were standing outside a building trying to say full and someone else runs in and takes it from you, you really don't have any right to complain because they were ready before you were. But I'm not a moderator, so my opinion isn't really that important to how the game is run, but that's just my thoughts, and I want to know what you guys think down in the comment section below. So feel free to let me know what you guys think if building stealing is actually a thing, because in my opinion, it's just you getting into a building and someone else standing near the building, and they didn't go in it, so why can't you, you know? But the last thing I'd like to say about it, guys, is that it's just a game. The whole reason why I'm making a video about this is because I think it's a funny little thing that happened, and you know, I thought I'd share it with you guys and hear what you guys have to think about it. But just know, if somebody steals your building on Toontown, it's not a big deal. There are other buildings, there are other districts, there will be more invasions for you to train your precious trap in. Just chill, guys. It's all good, so don't worry. But thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it. Hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.